cool. Tell me a little bit about what you do.
All right, we help entrepreneurs pay less tax so they can live more.
I love that. So I've been an investor, I don't know if you were in there, for 22 years.
Yep.
And the biggest mistake that I made ever was I was very slow on getting my bookkeeping and accounting done.
Okay,
I
that's
found
a lot of
every
people.
way I could to mess it up. And I think because entrepreneurs, we get so wrapped up in making the money, right, doing the thing, that you forget, or at least in the beginning, you're like, I don't have anything, so I don't need to have this stuff set up.
Yep.
And kind of the way I explain it to people is, I felt like I was like on this hill in one of those little red wagons. I'm like, I'm just going down the hill. I'm buying houses, selling houses, picking up a rental. And you get to the end and you're like, at the bottom of the hill, and you're like, oh my God, now I have a real business. What do I do?
Yeah.
You know?
Well, and you can't really, the foundation of all tax planning, saving money on that stuff is bookkeeping, which it's the boring thing, but it's so important. It's so important. Yeah.
So how do you guys, tell me about your business and how you guys help investors.
So we do full service accounting, bookkeeping, payroll, tax planning, preparation, and we have some fractional CFO in there too.
Oh, nice.
The most important, the most exciting piece is the tax planning.
Is it? Is that exciting for people?
Save people some good money, so that's fun. Okay. So average person we talk to that's netting over $200,000, we save about $70,000.
Really?
A year.
Oh wow! What are some of the ways that you do that? I know it's obviously very complicated, but
So one, we look at their entity structure. Well, actually, first we look at their bookkeeping. If their bookkeeping's bad, it can actually jack up their income. If it's done bad, it can add a lot to their taxes. The second thing we look at is their entity structure. A lot of people are structured wrong. And even within like an S corporation, for example, if you're paying yourself too much, you're overpaying payroll taxes. Okay. So we could save a lot just looking at that. The next we look at is if they're renting their house to their business with the Augusta strategy. A lot of people know that. Okay. So you can rent your house for 14 days tax-free. So we just have our clients hold their corporate board meetings in their home and then rent it for those corporate board meetings. You get some tax-free income that way. We look at their kids. If they have kids under 18, you can pay them up to $14,600 tax-free. A lot of people structure that wrong, actually. If you have an S corporation, you don't want to pay it out of the S corp. Okay. You want to pay it through you as a sole proprietor. So you hire yourself as a modeling agency, and then you hire your kids as a model. Oh. So my 6 and my 8-year-old are models, and they made $17,000 each last year.
Really? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they paid a little tax above that threshold, but only like $300.
So the way you're saying all of that, obviously you're very smart and do this well. To me, all of that's like blah, 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 blah. And, I've been doing this for a million years, and people will be like, do you have an S corp or a C corp? And I'm like, I don't know. I really have to pull it out of my drawer and go,
1120S.
If honestly, if you were to put $100 down on the table and ask me what one of my companies was, I would have a 50-50 shot of getting it. Yeah. Like because that's not the thing we're good at as entrepreneurs.
And you really shouldn't be good at it. You just need to have the right person in the right seat to be good at it.
Right. And that's, I think, the fear for me and in the very beginning was, one, how do I afford this? Well, I can tell you what happens when you don't pay for it is it gets really ugly. And I was on a payment plan with Uncle Sam for a while because I screwed it up. But you have to bring in experts to run that part of your business, right? Yeah. Same reason we do transactions, and I hire a property manager to do my rentals, and a bookkeeper and an accountant.
We always say your CPA should be a profit center for you, not a cost center. If they're the right person, they should be making you a profit. Yeah. And so looking at that, like my dad, for example, with my grandma, he just opened up a separate corporation. She's at a lower tax bracket. He shifts $80,000 of his income to her lower tax bracket. Oh, okay. So he supports her anyways. Yeah. So this way he just makes a profit on it, and then he just has her gift back the difference. So there's a lot of little things you can do like that. And a lot of it's just leveraging the lower tax brackets around you, but really your CPA should be making you money, not costing you money.
Yeah, because I couldn't figure out any of these things. And when we get up from this table, I'm going to be like, I had this awesome conversation with Melanie, and it sounded good, and I don't remember anything she said. I couldn't string any of those beans together if my life depended on it.
Well, like you said, you're an entrepreneur, so you're going to focus on your business, and really that's what you should be doing. Right. You shouldn't be stopping to do your bookkeeping. That would cost you a lot of money. Right. You'd be able to go make a lot more money focusing on the deals.
Awesome. Well, so what's the name of your guys' company?
One Stop Tax Strategists.
.com?
.com. And then also you can follow me on Instagram at Melanie Sikma. I do a lot of just tax tips out there every day. Try to give as much value as possible.
How long have you guys been in business?
Been a little over 2 years now.
Really?
Yeah, my dad's been a CPA for over 40 years, and he's one of the partners, so he's teaching my sister and I how to run a business and making sure we do it well. Nice. Taking care of our clients.
What'd you do before this?
I worked for him.
Oh, okay. So
yeah, and then I was also a teacher in the juvenile halls, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I taught at CYA, California Youth Authority, and then in the juvenile halls.
Wow. So I guess.
So don't mess with me.
I know. Well, listen, you're rough and tumble. You must have some great stories.
I do. Yeah, I've had like fights break out in class. We would joke about.
Did you have to get in there, like.
Yeah. Well, I saw it. Yeah, I didn't get in there. I just watched it. But we were always excited.
Don't kill each other.
Yeah. We were like, yeah, we got to fight today, because then we had a break. Especially when they had to bring out the pepper spray and the mace.
Oh, really?
Then we really had a break. It was some good stories. I had one kid.
How long did you do that
for 7 years. As a teacher.
Like a long time.
Good. Yeah, a good amount.
Oh, my.
Yeah. So I have a lot of gang members that would probably fight for me if I needed to.
So, there's this woman I follow on Instagram. Her name is Andrea Teacher. I'll have to send it. But anyway, she's a teacher, and she's always got these crazy stories. Yeah. Well, the other day she was talking, and she's really funny. She just started a podcast, but she was talking about, I'm not saying I have affiliated people, students, but sometimes they always wear like red sneakers. And the biggest flex as a teacher is a student's giving you a hard time, and another student comes up and like, Miss Andrea, I can make this go away for you. And she's like, no.
Yeah.
Don't.
Please don't.
But it makes me feel good that.
Yeah. We had one time our cabinet was locked, and we didn't have the key, and nobody could figure out, like, I couldn't figure out how to open it. And so I was like, who knows how to pick a lock? And it was like everybody was just so proud to like get in there and see if they can open it.
Yeah,
it was funny.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So bookkeeping, you do accounting too? Do you do one or the other? Do you have to do both for clients?
We do it all. So pretty much we try to be just a one place, one stop. That's where we kind of got that from, is we want to be able to take care of just the financial health of your business.
Right.
We also have a finance department where they can help you with retirement, life insurance.
Oh, nice.
And we brought that about because only a third of business owners have life insurance or proper retirement in place.
Okay.
And I mean, we build something so big that you think it's going to carry you, but really you got to have some backup plans and some things in place if, God forbid, you die prematurely, right?
Yeah. So I was a part of this mastermind a couple of years ago, and they brought in this person to speak, this big accounting, well, I don't know how big they were, but anyways, they came in and they said all the things you just said. We're going to help you with your entity structure and all these things, and they did nothing.
Oh.
And I think what happened was they grew too big, and they just kind of crumbled.
Yeah.
But I mean, they never did any of those things for us. All the things because that's what we all need, whether you realize it or not.
Yeah.
Get your entities right and make sure all the money's going in the right place. So, like, how often do you communicate with clients? How would I know that that's really going to happen with you guys?
Well, we do. As a client, you get unlimited calls, but then we also schedule out your work 1 year ahead of time.
Oh, really?
And so you're on the calendar. We make sure that we have the work blocked off, and so we don't get over capacity.
Oh, I love that. That's awesome. Well, that's good.
Yeah, we have a team of coaches that teach us how to run the firm well.
Oh, really?
So that
awesome.
They have like a really big firm in Australia, actually.
Oh, really?
But the same systems apply in America, whether the taxes are different. But
So you can help clients all 50 states, doesn't matter where they're at?
Yeah.
How different is that? Because like I've had companies in Florida, Georgia, Tennessee, and Boston, and
it's different.
Yeah, the laws are different, right? The filings are different.
Yeah. So we just have, every CPA that we have, they're in different states.
Okay.
And then also we just have basically a huge spreadsheet that keeps track of all the different states and all the differences that really stand out.
Right.
And so we work together as a team, and so just leverage everybody's experience.
So even now I've got a separate bookkeeper and a separate accountant, and sometimes they fight with each other.
Yep.
Which just happens. But, one of the things that's a problem for me is like there'll be some weird F&E, franchise and excise filing, and everybody's like, nope, I don't file that. I'm like, well, fuck, I don't know how to file it. Did any of
in
you
Tennessee?
Guys?
Yeah.
So you guys do all those kinds of filings for people?
Yeah, we have quite a bit of clients in Tennessee.
Yeah, it's a great
and
state.
It is, but it's not great for the S Corp.
Okay.
It's not always great. There's like a small window where it makes sense to be an S Corp. It doesn't hurt you to be an S Corp.
Okay,
but
remember,
no
I'm not that smart, so explain to me what that means.
So an S corporation benefits most people above $50,000 to $60,000 in net income.
Okay.
Because as a LLC or a sole proprietor, you're going to get self-employment tax on the entire net profit. So 15.3% of your net profit is going to be taxed on top of your state and federal.
Okay.
As an S Corp, that self-employment tax goes away, but it's replaced with payroll taxes on a low but reasonable wage.
Okay.
And so payroll taxes is 15.3%, so the same.
Yep.
Now, what we do is we just have a low wage, as low as we can reasonably go, and then
40. 50?
It depends on the industry, so we pull industry averages for that.
Okay.
And then, so you're only getting that 15% tax on that amount rather than the whole shebang.
Gotcha.
Now, the franchise and excise tax in Tennessee makes it's only like, I think up to $250 in income is where it makes sense. Mm-hmm. And then after that, there's just no benefit. It doesn't hurt you, but there's no benefit.
So we had, when I first started in 2009 in Tennessee, I had a partnership, and I let one of the guys, because I didn't know how to do it, he set us up, and we're a corporation, not an LLC, which just...
S Corp or C Corp, do you know? Does it pass through to your personal return? Because the difference between an S Corp and a C Corp
It does not. It has its own return.
C Corp. Yes. Well, so does an S Corp.
Shit.
So an S Corp,
I told you. You thought I was kidding.
Yeah, this is great, though. It's good.
It's a very embarrassing.
Here. No, it shouldn't be.
It is.
S Corp is like a flow-through entity, so you flow through, all the profits flow through to your personal return, your 1040. A C Corp, it's its own, like, person.
Yeah.
So it doesn't
I've heard all those things before. 22 years in business. You think, like, I'm not kidding. I really am not. It's not the thing I'm good at. But anyways, so it's a corporation, and we just get hammered.
Okay.
F&E taxes.
Yeah.
And I've tried, like, there's no way to get those properties into an LLC. That makes sense where you're not paying the gain or, like...
Well, talk to us. We'll see.
Yeah, all right.
Let's see.
We will.
And then you can come back and be like, they did it. Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby, like Lou said. I know. Well, I was going to grab you because I wanted to talk to you when I saw what you guys did. So it was awesome that we got you to come on the podcast. And
thanks for having me.
Tell some people, and hopefully we'll send some people your way.
All right. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Good to meet you.
You too.